Every morning, we look in the mirror. We have a chosen perception of ourselves. And it's also impossible to see ourselves without a mirror. Ain't that crazy? What am I doing? What's up, guys? Welcome to another video. I'm very excited to talk to you guys. I'm so glad to see you guys. I'm so glad. And we're about to make some tea. We're just gonna start it up. So we're on the topic of mirrors. Seeing self. Seeing truth through yourself. And before we get into that topic, whenever I take a picture on my iPhone, I get like really mad and discouraged when the iPhone like flips the picture. I'm like, please, is this really what I look like reversed? Reverse. Yeah. It's kind of weird to think that somebody else looking at you, they see the reversed aspect of you. You know, a mirror is obviously a visual representation that is reversed. The illusion of visuals is crazy. Can you tell that I love to contemplate? And did you guys like the little edit that I did at the start of the video? Yes. And I got my favorite mug from Earthbound. Yeah. So I got one of my favorite brands of tea, which is Yogi tea. And this is a cinnamon horchata. What is in it? Okay, ashwagandha, period. Brown rice. I did not know that. Okay. Yes, we're gonna put it in. Let's see what message we got. I haven't opened one of these in a little bit, so I'm excited for the message. The only constant is change. And that is on expansion. That is on period. Yes. I bite my nails, so. PSA, if you haven't liked, comment, or subscribed yet, you must do it now. No. I have a remote that I didn't know came with this tripod. I love technology. I love innovation. I love invention. Cause what? Okay, anyways. So I realized I have free will, so I'm going to do this video from my couch. Laid back vibes, period. The candle warmer is on. We have tea. We have our SpongeBob jacket. We have our puppy. And it's the holidays. Happy holidays. Happy holidays. The experience we're having as humans is a point of perception, perspective, and life mirroring back to us. And I really went into the epiphany of we can't really see ourselves unless it's through a mirror or something reflective. We look at ourselves in the mirror and we say, oh, that is me. Of course it's you, but it's a visual representation and reflection of you. And if we take that to life, to reality, to nature, if I look down at my hands, it's me. If I look down at my body, it's an aspect of me. If I look at the stars, could I say it's me? I mean, with objects and, you know, external things, what if the algorithm of my technology and social media and life is an aspect of me? What if I am the mirror that I see? We can take that into the projection of life. There's many points of perspectives, many points of aspects and angles in life. Everything is through a filter of you. If you're seeing the same thing as a person next to you, it's quite literally impossible for you guys to see it in the same perception and perspective. That uniqueness of perception truly what deciphers one from another. From the high points of a projection, it has a source that, projects everything. We can say that we create in our reality through choices and thoughts and chosen perceptions and perspectives that we hold on to. Why do we go look in the mirror? Why do we look out the window? Why do we look up at the stars and the sun and the moon? Don't look up at the sun.
The sun is a deadly laser.
And also, why do we go and look for Christmas lights and stare at it? Are we here to just see ourselves? Are we just here to experience ourselves? When we look at aesthetically pleasing things and we look at things that are beautiful, the sight of the thing is just a visual. Visuals are neutral in the grand scheme of things. Other people might see it in a different way, in a different light, with a different experience and different perception. The whole aspect of that is the thing isn't beautiful. You have a source within you that calls up that emotion, and we can do this with a lot of things. We can be excited about different things. We can be happy to see different things and receive different things. So in Hinduism, there is a word called Maya, and Maya directly interprets into illusion. Maya is characterized as a powerful force that creates the illusion of the world. There's the illusion of the ego. There's the illusion of separation. When we go into how things appear, how things are, and the truth of nature and the truth of reality, there's many different ways to interpret and to perceive ourselves, perceive the world, perceive other people, perceive objects. The truth is that you are truth. I'm truth. All truths are true because truth is. Whatever you call truth, that's what it is. That's really the projection of ourselves into our reality, and it gets to take form and create and manifest in whatever way that it will for you and for your truth. The literal meaning of ego is I. People demonize ego, and I did before as well, where I was I just didn't like the ego, and I thought it constituted to a lot of suffering. There's people that characterize the ego as the limit, or as the limitations onto your I am statements. There's ways that the ego can expand us and help us and support us. I actually forgot I had tea, so we're gonna take a sip. Indeed. And there was a quote that I came across about the ego that really shifted how I saw the ego. So this is a quote from Ram Dass. I don't even know if I'm saying his name right. Let me check. Okay, Ram Dass. Period. There's a quote from him that says, "The ego is frightened by death because ego is part of the incarnation and ends with it. That is why we learn to identify with our soul as the soul continues after death. For the soul, death is just another moment." Wow. It's kind of weird to think the ego and the I and the I am, we constitute the I am as our body, our mind, our hands, and our definition of who we are. With Maya and the illusion of the ego, when you realize that everything is one with you, you are one with your perspectives and the perspectives that you create. When you're looking at an object and you have specific emotions with it, That makes sense because you are a source, holding a source of yourself in a way. All of it's oneness, and all of it is a projection of your beliefs and your thoughts and how you feel and your energy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's a whole world of just things mirroring back to yourself. It was Bashar that said you can't look in a mirror with a frown on your face and expect the mirror to cast a smiley face. Like, you have to be the one that smiles and the smile comes back to you. When it comes to the difference between you and me, we could say that we are quite literally one with each other. We're one and the same. And that's only because with our own projections and with our own interpretations of our reality, of people, even judgment, that is a whole projection of itself. The way that you're seeing me through whatever screen you're looking at, it's literally a source within you that's interpreting yourself. There's always the point in which the source is just mirrored back to its source. With everything being a mirror, hopefully not Black Mirror. I love the show Black Mirror. My sister put me on. Go watch it if you haven't watched it. But with everything being a mirror, you could say you are one with everything, with your own interpretations, your own definitions. That is a source that is created within yourself, and when you project it, it's mirrored and reflected right back to you. In that, you are a conscious creator. You create your reality in the way that we get to smile in the mirror first, and you know, that's mirrored back to us, and that gets to come back to us. And even the energy you put in, it comes back. It comes back. My belief of life is that source seeks itself. With my own dreams and hopes and things that fulfill me, I have dreams that is meant for me to create, and whatever isn't, it just wasn't meant to be, and we get to let that go. With source meeting itself, a bee and a flower, a garden and butterflies, food and eater. Look, source meets itself in a plethora of ways, and it's just mirrored back and forth. And I went into the etymology of the word miracle, kind of related it back to the word mirror. Miracle means object of wonder. When it comes to receiving miracles, I know that miracles can happen for you. I know miracles can happen for me. It's important to recognize that you are the miracle. You yourself are a miracle. Trillions and trillions and trillions of galaxies and worlds that there is in this universe, possibly a multiverse. You're a unique expression of a human. Even in that intricacy of frequency of seeing yourself as a miracle, that energy gets to reflect back to you. You are infinitely unique. I even asked myself this morning, I don't want to say it's like a stupid question, but like, I asked myself, if I'm made of star stuff, technically we're all made of star stuff, is what people say. And it's like, if I'm looking up at the stars, am I looking at myself? If I'm looking at something, am I looking at myself? If that's how far we want to take oneness, and if we want to question what separation is, it's like, technically, we can say I am looking at myself. If I'm looking at something, I have my own interpretation. I have my own photoreceptors in my eyes. I have a definition and meaning and beliefs within my own self that creates the element of experience by me, for me. Everything is one with me, and it's all about my energy when it comes to things. That's just me experiencing the source within me that gets to define the design. I'll be the mom. Your own projection of reality is you interacting with yourself. And also you interacting with other people, whether you judge or love or whatever, it's you interacting with yourself. And that's where the whole oneness comes from. We're all complete and unique expressions. When you realize everything's interconnected, with trees underground, they're interconnected with roots underground. We can't see it unless you dig it up and look yourself. They all stand individually as their own. We are all interconnected and connected beyond ways that we can imagine. We connect with friends for a reason. We love our friends. We love people that understand us and people that support us. And there's reasons that you have your own friends. If you play video games, you know how like you die in a game and then until you're able to spawn back, you have to observe the other players that are gaming, and it's kind of funny in the way that it's just different points of perspectives and perceptions. In our own lifetime, I get to experience myself. You get to experience you as your own character, as your own I am. And that's unique and is beautiful. It all goes back to the underlying point and the major point of consciousness. You know, we're all pure awareness, pure observation. Even recognizing that I am pure consciousness, which came up a lot with me in meditation. When I started meditating and realizing, it really helped me to be aware of patterns and turn them from unconscious to conscious in order for those patterns to shift and be let go of. It's a point of power, immense power, because within awareness, you get to create. Within awareness, you get to deprogram. And with awareness, you get to neutralize. Even with seeing yourself in the mirror, you are the mirror based on your definitions, your projection of your beliefs, your projection of your thoughts, or your projection of your perception. It's all a world within yourself that manifests into your reality. If you put two mirrors in front of each other, the reflection is just bouncing off infinitely. That can be the same aspect when two people meet, when you and an object meet, when you and the stars see each other, when you and your dreams meet each other. There's an infinite inwardness and outwardness. There's many different ways to interpret and to perceive yourself, reality, connections, and people. There's many ways that you can create in your world. There's worlds within you, and with the internal and the external quite literally mirroring each other, I used to look into my external world and think that was the catalyst for how I perceived and how I felt. Even the external cannot be without your internal projection. What would the external be without the internal? Like, really ask yourself that question. It's really important to recognize the internal progress that you make. It seems in our current society, external achievements and external objects of success deems more recognition, more approval. That is just a conditioning that we do. Truly, the internal progress, the internal compassion, the internal worlds that creates a whole earth and world and reality and life and day-to-day for us is truly the most important. You are so important. And your mental is so important, your spirit is so important, your body is so important. It's only a point of observation, a point of awareness. When you see the reflection, when you see the external, when you see the other. So I am a mirror of you, you are a mirror of me. Everything is a mirror of yourself. Everything's a mirror. Even the illusion of things being turned around and reversed, visual representations of things, we don't really see reality as it is. We see it as we are. And that is quoted so many times and many places with projection and illusions and deception. Like, what ways are you deceiving yourself and creating an illusion? Technically, everything's an illusion. Wow. As you are source, you get to create whatever seeks fit for your own joy, for your own progress and expansion. Having that point of observation and awareness helped me see both sides of a mirror, but like also like the high point, kind of like a triangle. Like there's 2 points in front of each other, and then there's the high point. Being that pure consciousness, pure awareness changed my life, changed my mental health, changed how I saw myself. Even the patterns that you think of yourself, the patterns of how you perceive yourself, the patterns of your actions, the patterns of your emotions. Being that awareness, being that observation. When a God creates, it's a direct reflection of themselves. In the reflection, quite literally is God. Seeing yourself as the direct reflection of power, realizing you are power itself. In the instance, you give your power away. You're just projecting your power onto something, and you're just taking it out from yourself, and you're just perceiving a mirror of your beliefs. So I'm gonna say bye for the video. I really hope this video opened your eyes to power that gets to emit from you and within you. I love you guys so much. You know this. I love you guys so much. We are mirrors of each other. We're one with each other. We're interconnected with each other. I love you guys so much. Oh, I forgot. If you guys haven't already, go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the post notifications because I post every Friday. Yes. Bye.